awesome. A weekend of trials riding on all the old Clubman sections that we set up for the Queensland State Championships a few weeks back. A huge amount of effort went into preparing all those sections for the state championships, so we figured we'd leave them up and running for a while and even use them in a few upcoming club competitions. As usual, the camera doesn't quite capture the difficulty of much of this terrain, but being a state championship, these sections were definitely set harder than a typical Clubman section would be. James led the way on his old TY250 twin shock, and as always, it's impressive seeing what these old bikes can do in the right hands. Trials riding is definitely more about rider skill and technique than the bike you're riding. Western Districts Trials Club is incredibly fortunate to have access to this 200-acre property with its unbelievable mix of terrain. One of the many features of our Rockatoo property are beautiful sandy beaches lining the creeks, which also double for making some incredibly tricky sections. Most trial riders don't have experience at riding soft sand, so this section was definitely tripping people up. Right next to the sand sections are some beautiful rock formations that make for some exceedingly tricky riding. Some of these Clubman sections were definitely getting closer to C grade. As mentioned, the camera doesn't really capture the difficulty of the terrain, but some of these hill climbs definitely had the heartbeat racing for a lot of riders. Almost every club section had one or two tricky bits, along with fairly traditional Clubman standards. It was definitely getting riders into a sense of false security, and then suddenly they'd hit that peculiar turn or overly steep section. The so-called pig pen was a lot of fun at the recent state competition. I think it was James's idea to fill this with water from the local creek, and it turned it into a muddy bog hell. To finish the weekend, we had a crack at a few of the easier C-grade sections. definitely had me rethinking any potential move to C grade in the foreseeable future.